Welcome back. Now, December sees the release of a film about the late, great Enzo Ferrari. It is directed by Michael Mann. The star is Adam Driver. First of all, a sneak preview, and then we'll show you what happened when the pair met the current custodians of Enzo's legacy.
You get into one of my cars, you get in the win.
Well, it's been 15 years since Ferrari have won a championship, but with 16 constructors and 15 drivers' titles, they remain the most successful team in the history of Formula One. It was all to do with one man's vision, that of Enzo Ferrari, and a film is going to be released in December worldwide about his life. The director is Michael Mann, the star is Adam Driver. Gentlemen, great to see you. Adam, I'll spare you. Great to see you. I'll spare you all the driver gags, but aptly named for this one. Tell me, what a challenge to play the great man. How was that?
Oh, just that. It was a huge challenge. But shooting it in Modena was an extra pressure because you could definitely feel from the area the iconography of Ferrari, how important it is to the place. So it's not something you want to get wrong, but because it's Michael, I think that it's made with that attention to detail that I feel like comes out in the movie.
Michael, this is a long time in the making, isn't it? This film for you, a labour of love.
With Labor of Love only because the story by Troy Kennedy Martin originally was so powerful and dramatic and emotional. It's something very basic and sensual about Enzo's life, and this film takes you deep into the personal crises in 3 months of 1957, and that's what is very human and very passionate. As he called it, is dangerous passion and a terrible joy, and that's very much, how he was both in racing and also in how he took in life. And the only person I can think of who could have pulled this thing off is this gentleman right here. So it was a work of love.
I've got the perfect tour guides for you today. That was then, this is now. Come on with me and I shall introduce you to the men that pilot the current Ferraris. Charles, Carlos, Adam, Michael, all yours.
You've got so many buttons. These are the different modes that we need to change for the engine mode. So for the warm-up of the engine, or to race, or for qualifying to go faster. These are also buttons that we change. Like nearly for every corners, you are changing one of those buttons.
Have you guys ever driven in the kind of cars we have in our film?
I did drive the first ever Formula One Ferrari car. I think it was 1951. The cars were these cars now are completely different beasts. But it was a different sport. Now, back in 1951 to 1995, I think it was the driver that was willing to take more risk that was the fastest. Now, when we are driving those cars, there's not a part of me or you that thinks about the risk. For us, the risk is completely aside.
And weight, obviously really regimented in what you eat pre-race or no?
So the car is 790 kilos. We need to be below 80 kilos. Because if you don't get to 80 kilos, they add ballast to you in a way to equalize a bit the playing field, so there's no heavy drivers and light drivers. So at the moment, with the suit and everything, I'm 75 kilos to 74. So I need to have 5 kilos of ballast.
And we are always as low as possible also, because also the helmet, and higher you are, more resistance you are creating with the wind, and it slows you down in the straight when you are going flat out. So we are trying to be as low as possible, so the head is as low, for it to not have too much wind resistance and to not lose time in the straights.
But then we only see this. We don't see anything else. Like, we are seated, so we only see the top part of the tire. It's not like we see where the nose is.
Right, guys, well, you've seen inside the garage. It's time, Michael, for you to step into their real office, the car. I'm going to get them to play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Charles, you get Charles.
All right, we're going
All right, let's go.
Get yourself strapped in, enjoy the ride.
Are you scared?
No.
Here we go.
You have every turning point, every waypoint memorized for every track you race on.
Yeah, we know it by heart. A little bit of drifting.
This car is beautiful.
This car is beautiful. It's fast. Nice corner. And here we are.
Do another couple of laps.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took that.